Hi there, my name's Andrew Groom, Andy Groom to most of my friends. A quick introduction to Richard. I'm the eldest and ugliest, number one son. Richard was number two son and Stuart was number three. Stuart's the smart accountant boy and Richard was the arty one. But his particular passion was definitely sculptures, always moulding plasticines, always coming up with weird and wonderful sculptures. And then obviously as he matured and got older, the sculptures got better and better. And then everyone realized that, my God, this boy is talented. But his passion for sculpture developed to a passion for sculpture for buildings, architectural sculpture, and the historic side in Scotland. So that's where his career led, to be a building inspector and for the heritage of Scottish buildings, which when you walk through any Scottish city and, look up, and just see some of the work. And my brother was involved with it. But he learned all these techniques at a course he did at Naval Architecture, and then started putting them into practice at a Govan shipyard. And I remember specifically, and many people have commented on this, that a lot of, on a piece of paper and expect, the poor guys to actually put that brief into practice. But Richard was down there 8 in the morning to, 8, 9 at night, grafting away with all the other guys, putting it together, and making sure that it did get put together right.
Richard Groom is the only artist that I've ever spoke with and worked alongside, and Richard Groom worked as hard as I worked on his job. I never met any other. I worked on the bowler and the nose to nose. I never met the artist personally. I met Richard Groom, and Richard Groom put as much into his design as I did, and everybody else.
Sadly, my brother passed away last year.
Yeah.
And the funeral, and a lot of people that I met there, I had not met before. And Richard's passion for the sculptures and everything else really came out. And I realized at that point, there was so much work that he'd done that could get lost. And a very good workmate of mine and colleague, Joe, had said, always remember that big, head he did. Yeah, I wonder where that is. So we started Google Earth and looking around on Google Earth, and of course with Google Maps you can find all sorts of weird and wonderful things. But you could go around the Clyde shipyard where it was located, and I took all the phone numbers down off the gates and everything and started phoning around, and then eventually phoned this yard and said, you haven't seen this thing, have you? Like, oh yeah, big floating ahead just down the road. Yeah, we've got one. What? So we found it, which was, step one,